Okay. Super excited. Bam, 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 bam.
What?
Bam. You're not going to believe this. All right.
What?
We've actually had something happen that made us look like we said something correctly.
Whatever. Don't believe you.
Mate, we've actually predicted something and it came true.
You're lying to me now. What have we gone ahead and done wrong now?
We actually predicted the patch notes this week and a release next week. We predicted that. That was us. We did it. We actually had a real prediction that worked.
It only took us like eight patch notes in the year to get something right.
Yeah, no, but we did it within the year. We did it. We did it. And so, yes, there you go. Big round of applause.
Yes! Everyone clap your hands! Yeah. Yes! We got something right! Woo!
Books and
Thank you for showing me
made
that,
a
Booker!
prediction
Yes!
that actually came true for once in our bloody lives. Well done.
Well, Booker, since this is our video this week, the patch notes are here. Let's talk about the patch notes. Woohoo! Yes! And let's talk about the goodies. What did you cherry pick out of that set of patch notes that you liked, Booker?
Well, one of my bugbears for a long time now, and I was involved in quite a few of the forum discussions about TTK when it was a real hot potato a few months ago.
Oh, TTK, yeah.
And they've obviously not knee-jerked, but they seem to have taken some thought and time, and are now included into this patch notes, which personally I have to say are my favourite patch notes for a long time. Actually, there's all sorts of stuff in here that I'm hoping are going to make a lovely change to the game. But my first love is, and this one is time to kill improvements. So your proficiency of handheld weapons will now grant your damage only to either armor or shields rather than across the board, and the damage mods have been reduced. Those ridiculous 10%. Complex damage mods.
Whoa. I need all the damage I can deal with because I can't aim for jack.
Well, mate, you know, I'm absolutely in your school of aiming. I definitely need to be need to have all the help I can get to kill people, but I think this game needs to be not so twitchy and slightly more attritional as far as killing your enemies are concerned. I just think that helps the game be more tactical, so that you have to think about how to shoot people. So although it doesn't help me personally, I think it helps the game, and I think it's cool. And
well, you talk about attrition, Booker. You talk about attrition. Again, what hit home to me were the racial heavy variants and the suits. 5% resistance to splash. The Caldari heavy, we finally get one of those. Yeehaw! The Galente heavy with the massive forehead. The Minotaur heavy with that twerking ass, you know. the resistance and to those suits are actually quite interesting. I don't think the Minotaur heavy is going to be as prevalent as the Galente and Caldari. And maybe the Amar might not be featured high on people's wish lists. But yeah, for me, the heavies...
I think the Amari heavy is probably going to just disappear for a while, simply because we're sick to death of the Amari heavy. It's the only heavy we've had.
Amar heavy? I liked him.
Well,
he might be a religious racist slaver, but I liked him. He was a fun guy to shoot with.
How can you respect a heavy when you run around in a dress? How can you do that? You know? I'm going to be wearing a fully trousered Galente heavy suit.
Stop picking on the Scottish.
I should be fully trousered, and yes, enjoying the Galente. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to saving up. Well, I've already saved up loads and loads of skill points for the Galente heavy malarkey, and I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have some tiers here, and we're going to be soaking up beautiful tiers from all the assault rifle, scramble rifle, combat rifle, rail rifle, and submachine gun users out there. As your base damage has been reduced, and it's a real. All the others I think were probably slightly needed, but the submachine gun I'm a little bit sad about because it'd been overlooked all this time, and it was a wonderful little weapon, and used to enjoy pulling that out when my HMG ran out of bullets and just basically owning with it and wondering why I didn't use that in the bloody first place.
The submachine gun, all right, was a what is an unsung hero. It's a good little gun. I love my militia submachine gun.
Yeah, it cost you nothing.
Many of you have died at the face of that gun.
It really was quite a nasty piece of kit, of course. But I think it's all good in all towards the slightly improved time to kill. I think I'll live with all of that. Oh, logi changes. It's not so much logi changes. It's the whole medium suits. I've gone through a bit of a gone through the ringer, me old fruit. So what we got?
It sounds like you put a heavy suit. Sorry. It sounds like you put a medium suit in the ring with Mike Tyson and he ripped off its ear or something, man. What the hell?
Well, they've gone for some changes. So I think they're trying to slightly reduce the logi assault problem that is out there, as we know has been out there for quite some time. I still think a lot of people are going to be just too into the 4 equipment slots on a proto-logi anyway. They'll probably may still take the hit on their ability to do damage to people, but hopefully this change to these medium suits will encourage people to be an assault or a logistical logi. So your assault suits now are getting weapons-based bonuses, and your logistics are getting equipment-based bonuses. So we'll see after that how that pans out. A little bit disappointed with what they're giving my poor Galente logistics guy.
Galegi.
Yeah. Sorry, I very often get
New
words
yes.
But
you see, again, with me and logistics suits, I know many people disagree with me, and that is fine. But I still think that if you're gonna go logistics, it should be all orientated around the equipment you use and not the rifle. And I think it's all about the rifle you use and the equipment's the bonus. So maybe a way to get around that is just remove the rifle and only equip a sidearm. But that's not what Dust is. So I know I'm wrong there. I'm wrong there.
Please don't make me think about stabbing this Viro into your eyes. Okay? It doesn't make me feel nice. I don't feel big or clever, but I have this real need at the moment to just really slowly and surely dig this pen into your eyes and make them pop out.
You're so mean.
It's not that I feel strongly against what you said or anything, it's just that's the way you make me feel in general. But, no, right, okay, I think you should stick your head where the sun doesn't shine and resist from ever speaking about a subject about which you know little ever again.
You mad, bro? YOLO!
Alright. Don't make me angry. I'm just like tint of green I'm going here. So anyway, yeah, interesting medium suit changes. Looking forward to seeing how they pan out.
Well, Booker, it's nice to know your ideas and your judgmental eye on the logistic suits, but I was going to swear then. I'm delighted to see that the points for damaging vehicles has returned to Dust. Now, every time I mullet a tank, I get additional points just for damaging him. So it's all good. It's all good. Those for me is what rang out to me on those patch notes.
Now, is it point for damaging or is it points for killing?
Oh, you get points for killing. I believe it's points for damaging as well. Well, that's the way I've read it. I'm probably wrong. I normally am wrong. So yeah.
I mean, you are generally wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. Oh yeah, and finally on the patch notes, one thing I did particularly point out, and I must admit I've got to stick up, I really must stick up for one of the minorities in our communities, the Americans. No, man, this is genuine. Okay, all right. I noticed that to ensure parity with EVE Online support, custom support for Dust will now only be offered in the following languages. Okay, so German, Japanese, Russian, and English. And so poor old Americans, who everybody knows can't speak a word of bloody English, are not going to be able to understand custom support for EVE.
God,
me. I mean, that's just like, you know, I think it's just picking on a
Welcome
minority.
to this video where we insult everybody that watches it. Lovely.
Okay, right. I'm going to hide.
I think you do. I think you do well by doing that. Well, Booker, 1.8, Uprising 1.8 particularly. I think and I do believe this is the last Uprising patch we will see ever. So guys, enjoy it.
Right. Yes.
After FANFEST, I believe it's going to be under a different name. Yes, I think the name's going to be called Triage. So Triage 1.0 is probably going to hit us late May, thereabouts.
Bam, bam, bam. Come on. I think when you're talking about naming conventions, you want something more dynamic, something more uplifting and powerful, something that expresses what you're trying to go for with the
Triage. Triage.
Something dependable.
Yeah, Triage.
I think it should be Nigel. I think anybody I've ever met called Nigel, you really know where you stand with them.
1.0 Nigel.
Yeah, you absolutely know where you stand with them. There's no doubt at all.
What are you
If you're
on
called
tonight,
Nigel,
dude?
you're reliable. I want a game that's reliable and delivers every day. So I think come FANFEST, we're all going to be looking forward to Nigel 1.0 and it's going to deliver on a weekly basis.
Welcome to FANFEST, Dust 514, Nigel 1.0. Yes.
It's the future, man. It's the future.
Seriously, man. Wow. Well, dude, speaking about FANFEST, a lot's going to be announced at FANFEST. Hopefully they'll be calling out that you're finally going to get your tree, your one tree, hopefully. Mate, still talking to the devs about putting your one tree in one match somewhere.
Mate, it better be more than just one tree. But, you know, FANFEST could bring us trees, you never know. But as far as there's a little theory that we've had going along that we haven't spoke about for a little while, have we?
Yeah, PS4 Conspiracy. Yeah,
PS4 Conspiracy theory. I don't know. There's a little tinkling in my water, a little twitch on my right little toe. That's just tingling a little bit, and I think it's quite possible that they're going to wheel out a little Chinese man onto the stage, blinking into the sunlight. And he's been our little PS4 programmer that he's been beavering away for the... See, look! There's a beaver again.
Well, look, Booker, if you've been following the PS4 announcements, they are announcing a virtual... Well, rumours. They are announcing... They are announcing a virtual reality headset for the PS4.
Well, yes,
Booker, what's in the CCP arsenal runs on a... virtual helmet.
You get your virtual helmet out of my conversation, thank you very much.
Valkyrie, Booker. Come on, focus. Valkyrie, alright? So, virtual headset, Valkyrie, and Dust 514 all on the PS4. Look at that.
Whoa.
Yes, we've got a console that can run it with the decent graphics. We've got a console that can power through Dust 514. We've got a console with a virtual headset, and that will be able to run Valkyrie. Boom.
Well, you're taking the PS4 conspiracy theory one step further. Is it one step too far? Be a very nice concept, wouldn't it? It's a large group of gamers out there who would very much like to play that on a Sony VR headset. Now, there's no confirmation for this from Sony. They're not denying anything, but they were expected to show it last year. But it's apparently may appear at the Game Developers Conference tomorrow as an announcement. And I don't know. Wouldn't you love to play Dust on a virtual reality headset on PS4?
Definitely, dude. Man,
you know what I mean? I mean, do me a favour. Tell me what person wouldn't like to be playing their FPSs on a virtual reality headset. You move your head and you're looking around the scenery. Yes.
Dude, I'd be the first one to buy it. I would be the first one to buy a Sony VR headset, and I'd be the first one to spend money on Dust. So right, well, Booker, in recap and conclusion, Bro Biscuit, come on, tell me, what did you like to tell the people out there?
What would I like to tell the people out there? I'd tell you to bring on world peace, to stop injuring kittens.
Leave the kittens out of it.
All right. Oh no, we haven't mentioned kittens for a long time.
No, we haven't. Leave them out of it.
Yeah, what's a kitten in hell is wrong with everybody? So no, basically, I like this patch more than any patch I've seen for a very long time. I think there's all sorts of good stuff in there that could see an improvement in day-to-day gameplay, and I really got high hopes for it. I hope it works out, and I'm, really hoping for some massive announcements at FanFest, and maybe we'll get a PS4 announcement.
Oh, dude, I'm really hoping we get a PS4 sort of hint, at least, because I believe that's where the future of this game lies, is in the PS4. My conclusions, however, is these patch notes, for me, were a little bit dry, a little bit dull. Yeah, well, it's to be brutally honest, I blame CCP Saber Wing. God, really, I need to stop drinking. I blame him because he's done quite a thorough job of telling us what the plans are, and we already knew what was going into the 1.8 patch before we even read the patch notes. So when we read the patch notes, it's like, well, nothing's exciting.
Well, it is exciting, but the thing is,
it's because he did a good job at it, and I blame him because of you, Chicken Wing, because of you. Rah! Anyway, I'll see you all Saturday. Meow.
Why would people see you Saturday?
Because I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I put a small advertisement on the forums about shooting some CPMs, perhaps if the dev decides to come along, on Saturday from 6 at night to 12 at night GMT on European servers. I need new footage. Out of footage. I'm thinking, well, involve the community more. Come shoot me, and I'll shoot you in the face multiple times and teabag you.
Well, I think I'll be turning up for that one. Absolutely.
I will teabag you. I expect multiple teabags and multiple bullets being shafted through me.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so that means that for once, Bam will be in a reticle near you sometime soon. Bye.